Good morning, Flosstube. I'm Christy, and this is my channel, Javagirlstitches, and this is Flosstube number 38. So welcome back. It's been about a month. Been really busy, but I'm glad to be back and share all of my stitching and everything I've been doing going on. Happy April 1st. Finally some spring. Loving the spring coming. I love the weather here. It's pretty hot here already. It's already in the 80s, and this weekend it's supposed to be 90, but it's still a little bit better than really super cold. So I am going to jump right in. Family updates, just a little bit of it. It'll be at the end of the video. So we're just gonna jump right into stitching. So I do have a couple FFOs. So my first one is this cute little pillow, and these are Lori Holt stitch cards. This one is actually not one of her stitch cards. It's on her Farm Girl, it's the Farm Girl pattern. And I just took the chicken off of that and then put a little border around it, and I made it into a pillow. And this is stitched on 25 count barley. I did use the called for colors, all DMC. So I just added a little rickrack, some green fabric, and a little bow and a little heart on the top. And I love her stitch cards. There's so many possibilities that you guys can do with them. Absolutely love them. And then the second one I did was another one of her stitch cards. And this is her little tractor. How cute is that? And this is stitched on her 25 count Prim lugana. So again, made it into a pillow, just a sideways one this time. Added some checked fabric and a little covered button that matches the blue and a little bow. And I love it. I'm going to stitch every single one of her stitch cards, all of them. And I want to do them into pillows. Oh, sorry, my hair is like sticking to me there. All of her pillows, I want to stick all in my craft room in here. Just put them everywhere. So I have stitched some other ones, but I cannot wait to finish them all. So that's my second finish. My third finish is a redo. So if you had seen this before, this was by Lori Holt and Eat, Sleep, Stitch, Repeat. I had it on like a big white frame, and I had some pink fabric, and the bows were just like all these different colors. And I kept looking at it and I'm like, I want to redo it. It needs a redo. So what I did is I took everything off. I think I had a pink ribbon and rickrack. I just put the red rickrack, and then I have some red gingham fabric behind here. And then I just added a tan bow, a red bow, and I put the spool that was down here in the middle this time. And this is just on a piece. It actually goes like this. It's in the spring shop from Hobby Lobby, and it has like a pig on it. But I thought it was perfect size for this. And I just definitely wanted to accentuate more of the red into my decor in here. So that's a redo, and much happier with it now. Okay, let's see. My last FFO I did was, this is the Creamery, and this is by Cherry Hill Stitchery. And it is stitched on Fabric Flare, the washboard Ada, 14 count. So what I did with this is this frame actually had a picture in the back of it. And I had my husband knock it out and add chicken wire, which I think you can see the chicken wire kind of around the bottom. He just attached chicken wire to the back of this. And then this, I have some twine around it, some chicken wire fabric. And then on top, I have a little bit of everything. I have greenery, I have some raffia, some twine, ribbon, and a little piece of cotton in the middle. And I'm gonna show you the back just because I want you guys to know how to do this. If you can take any frame and just have your husband, this is what mine did. You can see he just stapled the chicken wire to the back. But because the chicken wire is so thin, like you can see I have all the magnets, it didn't hold it. So I've done this before. These are those command strips. So what I do is I stuck four of them to the board, and then they Velcro. So then you're just gonna flip your piece over, stick it to this, and then you're gonna just Velcro these back on to the other ones. And that is what is going to hold your piece. So my back doesn't look really nice, but that is the best tip I can give you if you want to do chicken wire. And you can put chicken wire on anything. Any frame, knock it out, just buy a regular frame, staple the chicken wire in. But that's just a little tip because the magnets are not gonna hold it all by itself. So that is that finish. And this is going to go on my bench, which I have to show you. Hold on here. How I decorate for my bench for, what I wanna call it, for my farmhouse, which I still have the Easter one in the house, but I was able to get another bench because we had a new Hobby Lobby, you guys, that opened up right down the street from us. So happy. It's a bigger one. It's so beautiful. And as soon as I went in there, this is exactly, still has a tag on it. I went straight for these and they had a bunch of them, so I was able to get a couple. So this is how I'm going to decorate this one. And hopefully this stays because it was kind of tipping over earlier. So I have the piece. Might have to move it a little bit. I have this little cow picture, which also you can get at Hobby Lobby in the spring section. And then just add a little greenery wherever you want it. And then I love this thing, you guys. Over here, it does cover up the stitching. I'll have to maneuver it a little bit more later. But he's my cow. He looks like he's a cow pig. If you can see him, and I believe I got this at Home Goods a long time ago, but he's like part cow, part pig. But I absolutely love him, so he's gonna go there. Like, am I close to the edge? It's hard to see. So I'll have to maneuver this around a little bit so it doesn't cover up the stitching. But this will go in my house just as my all-time, all year round farmhouse display. So there's another way you guys could decorate the bench. If you guys love farmhouse or whatever you want, just put some stuff together, your stitching and a couple little cute pieces and some greenery, and there you go, another little display. Okay, let me take this off because I don't want this to fall. Okay, bench back. Oh, I'm seeing it going. And it fell anyway. Oh, sometimes the bench is not completely even, so stuff does fall off. Okay, before I get to that. Okay, and then I did have a couple other finishes. They're just not FFO'd yet. So the first one was the Bent Creek hen. I love this one so much, you guys. Once you get to the hen, like when you're stitching all this, you're like, okay. And then once the hen is done, it's like the cutest thing ever. So we'll put it like that so you can see it better. That is it all finished. Look how cute the hen is, its little face and its little spread out legs. I absolutely love this one. And this is stitched on 27 count Linda fabric, which you can get at Fat Quarter Shop. And I will stick like color changes, things that I show you. I will put as much as I can in the show notes so you guys know everything. So on this one, I did do some color changes. The chicken is the called for color. The only ones I did change was I changed the red to Classic Colorworks Campfire. So this was blue in the pattern. I changed all that to red. And the letters I did make a little darker. And I used Molasses by Weeks Dye Works. And then the little egg and the spots in here, I went with Tarnished Gold by Gentle Arts. So I changed up the colors just a little bit so they more match my house. But that was so much fun to stitch. And I didn't think they had it available, but I do think they have it at 123 Stitch. So if you guys still want it, you can go there and get it. Stuff is gonna fall today, I swear. Okay, another couple finishes I've done is, like I said, I'm loving the Lori Holt stitch cards. So I have stitched up some of the spring ones. Little watering can. Of course, the little beehive. And these three are all stitched on, well, actually all of them. Here, I got more. They're all stitched on 25 count vintage country mocha lugana. And then I think I've shown you this one before, my snowman. And then I have two fall ones. The cute little pumpkin. Oops. And the crow. So I am super excited to make these all into pillows. And again, I don't care what season it is, they're just going all in here because they're so fun. Let's see, my last finish, not an FFO. I tried, you guys, I tried. This is all I got, this is all I got. It's on the board. This is Prim and Proper from Lori Holt. It's stitched on Prim, her Prim Lugana, all the called for colors. I wanted to have this finished for you guys so bad. And I have what I'm gonna put it on. I have the fabric, I have the ribbon. There is no brown rickrack in this entire town. Like, I looked everywhere. I usually get it at Joann's. There is absolutely none. So I searched all over and then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to order it. So I went on Etsy and I was able to order it. So I was like, I could use some other color, but brown is really what I wanted because I wanted to accentuate. I'm using big words today that I cannot even pronounce. I wanted to put the brown around the outside the rickrack. So by my next video, this will be done. And I will post it on Instagram first. And then I will show it in the next video. I wanted to have this done for you guys so bad, and it just, I'm like, I'm not gonna put something I don't want on it. I'm just gonna wait because, and it's not gonna be like super fancy because I think that piece is so amazing by itself that it doesn't need tons of hoopla around it. So next time you guys will get to see that. Okay. Oh, okay. Next, I'm gonna show you a couple things. There's not a lot of stuff out there for finishing right now. I can't wait for 4th of July so I can share some lots of things you can do for finishes. But I did find a couple things. So this is just a chalkboard, like easel. So you have two sides. And this did come from Micheals. It is on sale for 40% off right now. I was thinking I could stick a finish that would match in here and here, or it also would be perfect for a patriotic finish. Or you could, I've even seen where they had ribbon, just a big bow on top, and they had words, you know, like welcome to the farm or something like that. There's so many uses for this, which I'm thinking I'm probably gonna get another one so I can do for one in here and then one for patriotic. So I will put that in the show notes, the number of it, so you guys can get it. So that's Micheals. And this really isn't, it's not for finish, but it's a Hobby Lobby and it's like a little riser shelf. And I thought, how cute is this that you can just stick this down and you could make like a little display. So you could stick a cross stitch on it and maybe some greenery and have a bigger cross stitch, a small one, some greenery, some other stuff, kind of like the bench. So if you don't have if you couldn't find the bench, this is just another option. And then if you have like a vignette, this will stand up a little bit higher and you can stick stuff in front of it. So this came from Hobby Lobby. It says Easter, so it is probably 40% off too. Again, I will put the number for it, the SKU number, in the show notes. Okay, and this, you guys, look at this red wagon. How amazing is this? Okay, Hobby Lobby. So I am going to put this in here in the shed. But you can stick like moss in here and greenery. And again, you can stick pillows or a finish. You could use this as a whole little display decor. So you can use it in your house. 4th of July, this would be really cute. You could stick stuff in it. I'm gonna put it in here with some displays in here. But I mean, so many uses. I know it's so random, but it's so cute that I just had to, I wanted to share with you. I thought maybe if you like the idea, because seriously, who doesn't need a old crusty red wagon? So much cuteness. Okay. It keeps wanting to roll off there. Okay, so that is a little bit of the enabling part of the video. All right, let's get to whips. So if you notice this week, I don't have a lot of finishes, and I have been gone for like a month, so you would think I would have tons of them. Sometimes I get burned out and I just don't want to do any finishes. And that's okay. And I want people to know that, you know what, if you're not feeling it, don't do it. Go ahead and stitch. And that's what I'm doing. I have been doing a lot of stitching. And I mean, I messaged Alyssa and I'm like, I can't think of any finishes right now. My brain is completely gone. And she's like, I know, I understand. She's like, we had a good run, Christy. We had a good run. And I was a little bit freaked out that I was never going to be able to do a finish again, which my son, Chase, he was taking, he wanted to go to, where did we want to go? 7-Eleven and get a Slurpee. And so we went there and I don't know why I'm telling my kid this. I was just having a bad day and I'm like, I'm never gonna be able to do a finish again. My brain is just totally toast. And he's like, looks at me, he's like, seriously, Mom, you really think you're never gonna be able to do a finish again? I'm like, well, what if I can't? And their word today is, so he told me, he's like, Mom, you're so extra, which means you're over dramatic and I'm extra. So I just laughed at him. I'm like, I know, that's just how your mom is. So sometimes I just want you guys to know, I struggle with finishes too. And if you don't feel like finishing, just stitch and enjoy, which I have really been enjoying just stitching stuff sometimes. So I'm learning to step back instead of trying to be on this schedule and feeling like I have to do all this stuff. It's okay just to do whatever you want and be happy with it. I'm learning, you guys, I'm learning to calm down my crazy. Okay, so whips. So the first thing I'm gonna show you is my prim and proper. I did finish this block last night, and I am a month behind, which I will catch up, but still absolutely loving this series. I have the 4th one and then only 3 more to go, and then it's completely done. And of course I left the border for last, which I know, Denise, I know. She's the one that always tells me you shouldn't leave it for last because you're not gonna wanna do it. But I do love that piece and it's gonna go in here. It'll probably go with my, beside my prim and proper somehow because they match. Okay, my next whip is, and I only did a little bit, and this is the Blessed Bee by Brenda Gervais. I've had this whip since I think 2019 Mania, and I was so excited to do it. And I finished the house, and that's all I did. And now I'm in the mood for other stuff. So this poor pattern. Maybe someday it'll get done, but it's going back into the into my whip pile over here. So maybe next year I'll feel like doing it. But that's okay. It doesn't matter how many whips you have. I used to be a monogamous stitcher. Over 2 years, look what's happened, you guys. Bring on all the whips and all the new starts. Okay, so this is a new start. And this is House Rule by Little House Needleworks. How cute is that? Love it. And I did start that. And that's how far I've gotten. So I only have, I have a little bit more than half to go. And this is stitched on 28 count mushroom lugana. And I do want to say that I changed the colors in this. I think the blue is this, I don't know. I will put in the show notes what colors I used. So you guys, if you want to copy, you can. Okay, I need to write that down. Well, I'll remember to put them in the show notes for you guys. And this is in the cute little, yes, I write what lugana I'm using, but this is the cute little gnome bag from Denise. I know she sold these out quickly. I think she's getting more in. So cute. Okay, this is another whip. And I want to finish this. I'm trying. It needs to be done. And this is Barbara Anna's Cock-a-Doodle-Doo. And so, what did I get done this last time? I finished her top wing, and I finished the cute little house with the hill. So I don't have a whole lot more. And this is stitched on 28 count tea-dyed Monaco. And I need to finish this. It won't take me that long, but I have a lot going on right now with stitch-wise. Okay, let's see. So I have a few stitch-alongs I'm doing. I did finish the Prim and Proper, but I'm also doing the Serendipity charity stitch-along with that quarter shop. And let me see if I can find the original pattern. It's right here with the magnet on it. So that's the original pattern that they did. So they had these colors. I changed mine. So here is the first 2 weeks. And this is stitched on 25 Cloud Lugana. And I'm gonna show you what colors I used is the Stitchville Cosmo Thread Pack. So if you want to do it the same as this, I just use the colors out of here. And it does match the Shine On, which I wanted both of them to match together. So this has been really fun to stitch on too. Love the colors. And my last whip, told you guys I had a lot. And this is shine on. So I am a little bit ahead just because I absolutely love stitching on it. So this is how far I've gotten. The whole top part done. Look at those colors, how beautiful they are. And this is 25 count cloud lugana. Absolutely love it. And when you get this, it comes, when you buy the book, and then it also comes with a thread pack. So it gives you all the thread that you need. And I'm using all the what it's called for. And if you have seen the book, one thing I did with mine is I spiral bounded it. Thank you, Denise, for the idea. It is so much easier to open and get to the cross stitch. And then I have to tell you, after I showed this last time, if you read, this is the cross stitch. If you read this little part up here by Camille, her friend Dana was the one that's, they're friends, and actually suggested to her when she made the quilt, you should really do this into a cross stitch. And she did. And so she messaged me, and I know Dana. I've known her for a long time on Instagram. And so it was really neat to know that that was her that suggested to Camille to do this into a cross stitch. And this is her. I believe that's her. She's so cute. And she has a quilting group. And so there's pictures of her in this book, but it was just, it was just kind of neat to know exactly where the cross stitch piece came from, where the idea came from, and that it's actually somebody that I knew. So I thought that was really cool. And I told her, thank you so much for having her do that into a cross stitch pattern, because I love it. That's one thing, like, I don't quilt yet. I'm going down that path here pretty soon. But so to stitch some of these pieces that are a quilt, it makes me kind of feel like I'm part of the quilty world, even though I'm not. But it's nice to hang in my room to, you know what I mean? I just like it. I love that these quilters are coming out with cross stitch designs that match. Okay, let's get into my April plans. Starting today. And a couple more, and one more stitch along for right now. So Fat Quarter Shop, this starts on April 7th, and this is Home Sweet Home. And because this April and May, I want to do pretty much all patriotic. I am totally in the mood to stitch patriotic. I am going to be stitching this patriotic. And I will be using Priscilla's Land That I Love color pack. I'm not exactly sure exactly what I'm going to use yet. But when I do, I will give you guys the colors. But if you want to change this to patriotic, just get this pack. I think I'm going to do one house, in the middle one will be red, probably a dark blue one and a light blue one. And then the roofs will be brown, and it'll just look patriotic. So that's a stitch along I'm going to be doing in April, and one of my April patriotic stuff. Okay, the next one I'm going to be doing, oh, this is so cute. Look at this, Freedom. And it is by Monica's Stitching Studio. She is on Instagram. I can't remember what her name was before. She's one of the first ones when I got into stitching that we followed each other on Instagram. So I've known her for a really long time. And you guys, she just changed her name to Monica's Stitching Studio and said she had a special announcement. And this is what the announcement was. She is designing patterns. So this is her very first pattern. And of course, so cute. So I had to buy it. I will link her in the show notes. Go check her out. She's going to be coming out with a lot of new patterns. She's going to keep designing. She's just starting, but I think she's going to do an amazing job. This pattern is so cute, so I'm expecting really great things from her. So I will put her Etsy shop in the show notes. Definitely go check her out. Okay, the next one is Patriotic Chicken that I will be stitching. And this is by, if I say your name wrong, honey, I am so sorry. I think it's Hillary. I hope that's right. And she is, how come I don't have it written down? Anyway, she's the Little Boot on Etsy. So see, look, it's a chicken and it's patriotic. So you know I have to stitch it. But she has tons of patterns that are really super cute. So I will link her Etsy shop as well. Go check them out. Okay, what else am I doing in April? I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit this in, but I'm sure going to try. And this is Stitchy Stars by Lori Holt. And I got the Weeks die works with it. So cute. And that would probably hang in here because it's like I'm a little obsessed with Lori Holt right now, and I'm gonna have her everywhere in this room. Okay, this one I got from Market, and it is For Freedom, the Moo the Merrier designs. Look how cute. You guys, it's a cow, and it has a flag. So DMC colors, oh no, it calls for Silky, but I am using the DMC colors because I don't own Silky. So that's one I'm gonna be stitching. This is another one I got from Market. Manny Di Donna, that's the designer, and it's Liberty Lane Pillow. Look how cute that is, you guys. I'll put out this so you can see better. So I'm gonna be stitching that. Another one, Annie B's Folk Art, which I've never stitched her stuff, but you guys, she's coming out with some amazing stuff. So I had to get this one. Stars and Stripes Forever. Look how beautiful that is. I think I'm just waiting on one more color to come in, but definitely stitching that. And this has been kitted up for probably 2 years. You guys, I'm gonna try to get to it. And it's Sweet Land of Liberty by, who's it by? JBW Designs, but it has sheep and cute little houses and a barn. So I really want to do this one. Patriotic. Bring on all the patriotic. That's definitely one of my, it makes me happy just to stitch those. Stitch anything patriotic. And then this one was the Stitch Quarterly last year, which you can still get the pattern. It's just DMC floss. And it's just, look how cute that flag is. It's just simple, but I absolutely love it. So I want to stitch that one too. I have high goals here, you guys. I don't know how I'm gonna end. You know me, I probably won't accomplish all of them, but I'm sure gonna give them a try. And my last thing I'm going to be stitching, this is not gonna start until May 1st. And this is Michael's Prayer. So Cindy, and she is Carolina Cajun Creates on Instagram. She posted this last year in remembrance of September 11th. And she said she wanted to start it in Mania this year and have it done by September 11th this year. So I was like, yes, please. I want to stitch this. I absolutely love it. So she had the idea of doing a stitch along. So we are doing a stitch along with this, and it starts May 1st. And the hashtag is Michael's Prayer Mania Sal. And I will put it in the show notes. So if you guys want to join us on Instagram, you can follow her on Instagram. She posts daily, not like me who does not post daily. And she has a lot of cute stuff. So definitely go check her out. And if you guys would love to, if you want to stitch with us, we'd love to have you. Okay, let's see. Let's kind of move this stuff over here. What do I got? New from Back Quarter Shop. Okay. So this is the newest Prim that I'm behind on that I need to do. Super cute. They have some new quilty patterns. Super cute. You've already seen Home Sweet Home. Oh, and some more quilty patterns. Lots of quilty patterns. Wish I knew how to quilt. And this, you guys, the new Lori Holt stitch cards. Look, it's for animals. I can't even stand it. So I will be stitching all these, but I think I'm stitching them all in one piece. And then this is the Lori Holt, I don't know what this is, easily book holder thingy. I don't know, but I absolutely love it. And it's in pink. It's got a little bee on it. It's got a stand. You can magnetize, so you can put your needle minders on here, hold your pattern. You can even open a whole book of patterns. You can also use it as a display. So absolutely love this. Go get one, you guys. I'm hoping, I think once these sell out and they're done, then they're gonna come out with another new color one. I'm hoping it's red. I'm hoping it's red. Okay, let's see. Let's get in. I have a little bit of haul. I did get a Stitchy Kindness. This sweet lady won one of my giveaways, and she wrote me a super sweet card and left a little surprise in there. So thank you, Carol, so much. Thank you, thank you. Okay, let's see. My haul. So this is the new Stitch Quarterly that came out, and everything's covering it. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sure you've probably seen it, but it's very cute. Nice, cute, springy pattern. So next spring, I'm over spring right now, as you guys know. I'm full speed ahead with other stuff, but next year, cute little bag and everything. And then at Market, I did get a couple more patterns. This one is Manny Di Donna, which I had never heard of her before, but she has some amazing patterns, so I have two now. The Simple Life. It's a barn with sheep. I mean, you have to stitch it. So cute. I got Hands On Design. Her new little pin cushion. Is that what it is? Probably a pin cushion. Block Party. I don't know that I can do this. I was thinking maybe I would just do the whole around and make it a long piece. I'd really like to try to make this into what it's supposed to be. So we'll see if I get that adventurous. And then again, Annie B's Folk Art. It's barns, you guys. Summer and spring. So stinking cute. And I think you could just even do the barn and not put summer underneath it. And you could leave it up all year round if you are a farmhouse crazy like me. So cute. Okay, let's see. And then I bought the stitch cards for myself. And a needle minder by Flamingo Toes from Back Quarter Shop. I bought that. How cute is that? Needed it. And then these cute little scissors. Little stork scissors. Back Quarter Shop. Barnyard Bakery. Housewives. I will get to that eventually. I don't know how great you're gonna be able to see this because I just printed it out as a PDF, but it's by Heartstream Samplery. And it's a patriotic one, but it has tons of farm animals, which is why I love it so much. It has both my favorite things, but I will probably stitch it and leave it out all year round. And then, again, I told you guys, I am obsessed with Lori Holt. She's so talented and humble and kind and I just absolutely adore her. So I saw in one of her Flosstube, she had this notebook, and this is her notebook with the Prim houses. So of course I had to have that, you know. And then I know it's already April and 3 months are already gone, but I needed to get the Prim calendar. Had to have that too. Okay, we're gonna move this. Two more things. So look at this. It's an index card, note, recipe bot, whatever. It has a barn on it. I just had to have it. I mean, how cute is that? And I know these have been around for a while. I am so late to the party, but I have to show you guys just in case you didn't see. And then these tins also, Lori Holt. And I think I want to use these as decor. So look, a little tin, the small one, and they match her Prim series. So there's 3 of them. How cute are them? So cute. So I'm going to display these. Oh my gosh, I can't talk today. I am going to display them by the Prim and Proper and by the Prim. So I'm looking around making sure I did everything. I think so. I think that's everything I had to show you guys today. So I'll give you a little life update. I'm trying to do them at the end. So then if at the beginning, it's just, so if you don't want to hear, I totally understand. So what has been going on here really quick, Chase got his cast off. He's very happy, but he does not have full use of his wrist yet. It doesn't bend down all the way and it will not bend back at all. So we're hoping that he's still babying it. He keeps eating with his left hand and I'm like, you have to use that right wrist and get it moving again. So worst case scenario, in 5 weeks, if it doesn't go all the way back, he'll do physical therapy. So I'm hoping that he'll have full use of that again. The other thing is we are tearing up the entire backyard. My hubby got an excavator in here and we're just leveling everything. We're going to plant grass. He is going to do the outside of the she shed. So I'm super excited about that. But the excavator is this, I don't know if you guys know what those, it's this big, huge machine, which he brought home from work. And I'm like, I thought it was going to be this small thing. Well, it's huge with a huge bucket on it. So he was digging, leveling everything off, and he hit the power conduit to my shed, power gone. So he had to dig an entire trench to go and bury it deeper. Because my dad had done the original power, and he doesn't have an excavator. He had a rototiller. I don't know if you guys remember what those are, but they don't go very deep. So it wasn't bleh, geez, today. The line wasn't buried very deep. So my hubby had to dig a deeper, oh my gosh, you guys, seriously, slow it down. Okay, so he had to dig a deeper trench. So the power would go way farther down, so then he would not hit it again. So that is all taken care of. He's going to be working on the shed, and then we're going to put grass in the backyard, flowers, trees, make it our own little, really nice place. So that we will be very busy with that in the next probably couple months. And that's about it, you guys. That's about all that's going on here. Last thing is I do have 2 giveaways today, courtesy of the Fat Quarter Shop. Thank you so much. So let's see. The question I'm going to have you guys answer is, what are your April plans for stitching? What are you guys stitching? I'm doing all patriotic, which I know there is a hashtag going around, and I think it's Americana April that somebody had started. So I'm totally, I already wanted to do patriotic, so I am all aboard with that. But what are you guys stitching for April? What are you guys doing? Just let me know in the comments. And then number 1, you are going to win Stitchy Stars, and you're going to get the DMC pack that goes with it. So that's number 1. And just put number 1 or 2 in along with what you're stitching. The second one is you're going to get the Home Sweet Home pattern and the DMC floss and the Ada that goes with it. So this is number 2. And you can enter both. You can enter one, you can enter both, whichever you'd like. So those are the 2 giveaways today. And again, what are your stitching plans for April? Okay, you guys, that is it for today. I hope you guys all have a wonderful Easter. I hope you get to spend it with your family and your loved ones. I hope you guys have a great couple of weeks, getting all the stitching done, and just, we're on spring break, so we're enjoying that right now. If you guys are on spring break, I hope you're enjoying it too. And that's about it for today, you guys. So have a great couple of weeks, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.